Hi friends, hope you are all doing well. So today we are going to discuss about the part 2 questions, part 2 dump, which is Blue Prism certification part 2 dump. So we are going to discuss about the questions and answers. So it is also will be in three parts. So we will start now. So the first question will be the study the following image showing part of the flow image showing showing part of the flow within an object studio's action. Okay, what they are doing, uh, they are recovering from a block, and then if there is missing element and they are retrying. If there is not there is no missing element, then they will read again. So here if we see the recover stage, one of the path is going up and one of the path is going down. So in the upper path there is a resume stage, but in the down path there is no resume stage. That is the cause of this, that is the issue with this flow diagram. So we will check that, we will check the choices. The retry limit data item is set to 10. No, this is not the correct answer because it can be set to any number according to the requirement of the process. So next choice is there is a missing recover stage on one of the routes through the flow. There is one block is there. There is already one recover stage is there. So it is also not correct. Third question is there is a missing resume stage on one of the routes through the flow. Yes, in the down path there is a missing resume stage. That is the correct answer. Okay, there is a missing link from the missing elements choice stage. No, this is also not the correct answer. Okay, so the option 3 is the correct answer. We will move on to the next question. Okay, so examine the following process flow. There are 15 orders are there. One collection is their orders collection. There are 15 rows are there. Okay, they are looping the orders and processing something in the orders with the data. So what is the question is the loop is loop orders loop is configured to loop through the orders collection. How many times will the process order page be executed? There are 15 rows are there, so 15 times it will be executed. So 15 will be the correct answer. Let's check the answer. Yeah, 15 is the correct answer. So we will move on to the next question. Study the following page in a process. There are two decision stages are there and three calculation stage. So decision A, decision B, and the three calculation stages. Answer A, answer B, answer C. So we will see decision A is having ends with input. What is the input value? What will be the answer? That is the input value. So here ends with question mark. Yes, it is ending with question mark. Decision A uh, will be throwing true, and decision B will be len trim of input greater than 20. Okay, here if you see there is one syntax mistake is there. Len trim, there are two brackets opened, but only one bracket has been closed. So one is missing. So obviously it will throw an exception. Let's see the result. An exception will be thrown. Yes, that is the correct answer. Okay, we will move on to the next question. The study the following configuration. Start switch. There might be infinite loop if it is switch is false. Okay. Otherwise, it is ending the process. So switch is okay. In the decision properties, the data item switch has been given. Switch data item will be one type will be environment variable they have given, and one type will be session variable they have given. Okay, so both in both scenarios, the switch value will be false. You can see the current value is false in both scenarios. Which of the following statement is correct? So here we have to see the options. We'll see one by one. When the configuration is run in control room, it will become stuck in an infinite loop. When this configuration is run, yeah, it is correct only. But we will see any is there any extra points ordered in the choice also. When the configuration is run in control room, it will become stuck in an infinite loop until the switch session variable is changed to true in the system manager. Here you can see system manager, we cannot change the session variable, so it might be wrong. Okay, when the configuration is run in control room, it will become stuck in an infinite loop until the switch session variable is changed to true in the control room. Yes, this is the correct answer. If you see here, there is no nothing has been mentioned about the switch session variable, but here it is mentioned, so it will be the perfect answer. So we will see the other choice also. When the configuration is run in control room, it will fail with an internal error on the first execution of the switch stage with error. Decision did not result in yes is a yes no answer. Oh, this is also not correct because it is already mentioned current value is false, though it will go into the false and the infinite loop. Okay. So third option is the correct answer. We'll move on to the next question. Consider the flow in an object. Okay. uh, Write customer id, clear search button, click search button, read result table, count result rows. Okay, which of the following statements is true? Okay, we have to see the choices. Okay, there just needs to be a wait stage after the start stage to correct this action. No, after clicking the search button also we need the wait stage, so it will not be the correct answer. There should be a wait stage after every stage in this flow. There should be a wait stage after every stage in the flow. No, while writing and after writing, after reading the results table, there is no need of wait because it doesn't change anything in the screen. Anything means it will not it will not wait for any results from the page. It will directly writing and it will directly extracting the data. So that is also not correct. If during testing in Object Studio this flow works, no additional wait stages should be added as they will slow the interface down. No, while running from the control room, it will go to the next stage immediately if there is no wait stage. When you click on the search button, you should wait for some seconds or according to the reply. So we need to put some wait stage in that after clicking on the search button, after opening the application screen, like that. So we can have dynamic wait stages. So we will see the next option. There should be intelligent wait stage, which means dynamic wait stage after the start stage and after any stage that cause the application we are interfacing with to change. Yes, this is the correct answer. Okay, you can see the explanation as well. This is also explaining the same. We will move on to the next question. You identify an element in the application modeler, but when you highlight or use that element, Blue Prism gives you an error message saying that duplicate elements were found. Which of the following statements is true? Yeah, duplicate elements were found means you might have selected some properties in the application modeler attributes you have configured. With the same attributes, some other elements also will be available in the screen. That is why it is duplicate elements were found. So, which means if there is mm, if two windows opened with the same title, then these problems may happen. So we have to accordingly change that. So we will see the correct answer. It is common for duplicate elements to be found based upon the attributes that are ticked by default using the Blue Prism product. Time needs to be spent experimenting with the attribute takes until a unique, reliable, and consistent selection of attributes are found. Yes, as I said, we have to change the attributes. Then it will select the exact element. So we will move on to the next question. Okay, which of the following statements about business objects true? So we have to see the choices. It is a Blue Prism best practice to include business rules within business object. Business rules will be included only in the process studios, not in the business objects. Okay. A business object is configured in the studio area of the Blue Prism. Yeah, this one is the correct answer. Let us check the other choices as well. A business object can be exposed to control room. No, it is not possible. Only the process object process can be exposed to control room. So logging an individual stage is not configurable in business object. Now this is also not the correct, not the correct one. Because business object also you can have the logging options. So we will move on to the next question. A Blue Prism solution works fine when developing and testing it in the process and object studio, but when it is ran in control room exceptions, when ran in control room exceptions occur because of screen elements not being found. This will be happening because wait stages is not handled properly. Because if there is no wait stages after clicking on some button in the screen, the application will take some time to extract the result. So, if there is no wait stages is configured in the process, then it will directly check for the element and throws the error, the element is not found. So, it is important to configure the wait stages. Let's see what is the correct answer. The most likely cause for the errors seen in control room is that best practice use of wait stages has not been followed. Yes, as I said, it is the correct answer. So, we will move on to the next question. Okay, here some. See, the order system application has been successfully launched and the Blue Prism has navigated the application to the following screen, new order screen. So if you see the new order screen, it is a separate window. We have to consider this. If it is in the main window itself, then sometimes it will be the different process, different options we have to select. This is a separate window. You can see minimize and maximize and close buttons also are there. So it is a separate window. And let's see what is the question. There is a requirement to ensure the screen is in focus before any further interfacing is done with the screen. Okay, the screen should be in focus, which is the correct configuration to ensure the new order screen is in focus. Okay, if you see here, order system has been activated in this scenario. In this scenario, order system has been attached. In this scenario, new order window, which means the window we have seen, click window, and new order window, activate application. If you see, the new order window is a separate window. So we have to activate the new order window only. So new order window, activate application. This is the correct answer. Let's see the answer. Yeah, new order window, activate application. That is the correct answer. We'll see the question number 10. When automating a Windows application, what type of stage is configured to perform a global send key events? In automating a Windows application, what type of stage is configured to perform a global send key events? Navigate stage. Okay, navigate stage might be the answer. We will see the correct answer. Yes, navigate stage is the correct answer. Okay. We will move on to the next question. When configuring an object's run model, which of the following is true? Okay, we have to see. Uh, Setting a run model to foreground will give the object priority over the target system ahead of any other business object. Setting the run model to foreground will give the object priority over the target system ahead of any other business object. No, no. Foreground means it can be only one foreground object will be running, and also background objects can be background also it can run in a single resource. But this is not the correct statement. Leaving the run mode blank will allow any number of process and objects to run at the same time on the same resource. This is not. This is also not the correct answer. Setting the run mode to exclusive will ensure only one process runs on that resource at a time. Mm, okay. Setting the run mode to exclusive will ensure only one process. We are not talking about process. Process we are not talking about. We are talking about the objects. So this is also not the correct answer. So let's see the fourth answer. Fourth correct answer, setting the run mode to background will enable the object to run at the same time as foreground and background objects on the same resource. Yes, this is the correct answer. If you set a if set a object to be run in the background, then foreground objects also can run at the same time. Background objects also can run. So in the same resource. Okay. Let's see the next question. Examine the process flow. Launch and login, they are recovering it, and then incremental attempts, try again, resume, exit, and then they launch again. Okay, what is the question here? The process is intended to attempt to perform the processing in the recover block. Okay. Block 3, a maximum of 3 times before throwing an exception. Yeah. Data item atoms is a number data item with an initial value of 0. Yes, atoms is 0 and max value is 3. And increment atoms calculation stage outputs a result to the atoms data item. To enable this to work correctly, what is the correct expression for the increment atoms calculation stage? Increment atoms calculation stage must have atoms plus 1. That should be the correct answer. Let's see what is the correct answer. Yes, there is two atoms plus one, but when it is thinking about in the syntax perspective, bracket should be there. So it's the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. So if we can change a session variable, when will the new value be available to the process? It is immediate. Immediately it will be available to the process. Let's see the answer. Yes, immediately. Changes to session, if we see the explanation, changes to session variables are immediately available to the process, and it's safe, and its life is only valid till the session is running. Changes to the environment variable comes to effect when the next time the process is started, or when the variable is fetched into memory after the change. Yes, if the environment variable has been changed, then it will get affected only after the process is getting restarted. When the process is started next time, but the session variables will be come into effect immediately. So we will move on to the next question. When a process is running in control room, which of the following functions within the process can be accessed from control room to request the process to stop? So there is one function called is stop requested. Hope you all know the function. So that will be the correct answer. Let's see. Yes, is stop requested. That is the correct answer. We move on to the next question. An action called get account details fails with the following exception detail. What is the detail? Fail to perform Step 1 in read stage, read details on page, get account details. Not connected. Not connected means it is not attached with the application model either by launching it or attaching it. So it means it is not coupled with the object. Let's see the answer. Yes, the business object has not been coupled to the application by either launching it or attaching to it. Okay, let's see the next question. So which of the flows can you not create in Blue Prism? Okay, A, if we see the recover stage cannot be given input, I think. Okay, this is not the correct. Okay, B, the exception stage. We cannot get the output from the exception stage. So this will also not be the correct one. But the resume stage. In the resume stage, resume stage is, I hope it is independent. We can use it anywhere in the process without the recover or exception. So I think this is the correct one, and this is also the correct one. Let's check in the Blue Prism environment so once again to confirm the same. Okay, I have created here a sample workflow. Here, if the decision is true, then it will go to the exception. If it is decision is false, then it will go and calculate something and then end here. Here, I have placed one recover stage and two resume stages. Okay, here I am going to give the recover an input, but it is not possible. You can see here. So the recover, we cannot give an input to the recover stage, and I am trying to get the output from the exception stage, but that is also not happening. So we cannot get output from exception and we cannot give input to recover stage. So both are okay, but resume we can have it accordingly. So if I want to have an exception after the resume, we can provide. Okay, see here. So it is possible. So in the questions we cannot give input to recover, we cannot get output from the exception, but these two cases are possible. So the first two will be the wrong workflows. Okay, let's see option A, option B, that is the correct answer. What is the question? Not created in Blue Prism. So option A, option B cannot be possible. So we will move on to the next question. Look at this flow diagram from the main page of a process in Process Studio. Okay, thinking about the standard Blue Prism templates. What is wrong with the with how this main page is handling exception? So exception handling, basically they are speaking about exception handling. So the exception handling has been given to the all the pages. So this has been correctly handled. These are all, there is no exception needed for these stages. Um, so in this main page, this is there is no issues with this exception handling. So let's see the answer. There is nothing wrong with the main page flow shown in the image. It is a copy of Blue Prism standard process template. Okay, that is a correct answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Consider the following process flow from a subpage of a process. They are recovering and retrying, count something and resuming, and then they are doing the same. But there is no retry logic has been written. So that might be the issue. So let's see the answer. The loop logic does not include any navigation after the resume stage. To ensure the application is ready to try the search screen, perform search screen action again. Okay, so there is no retry logic has been configured here. That is the answer. We will move on to the next question. Okay, consider the following flow with an object studios action. Okay, if there is a recover for this credential, but there is no block is there, that is a answer might be. So what is the question? We'll check again. The developer of this flow found that writing some credentials to the target application sometimes failed with an exception even though the element exists on the screen. He found that simply catching the exception, waiting for 2 seconds and then retrying fixed the problem. So he is done correctly but missing the exception block. That is the issue. We'll see the response. What problems do you see within the flow? A block has not been placed around the write stage and the recover stage, meaning the credential action could be unnecessarily retried if any other stage further into this action throws an exception. Yes, that is the correct one. And other also, there is a potential for an infinite loop if the credential stage keeps throwing an exception for some unforeseen reasons. Yes, there is no retry logic has been also written, so that is also the correct answer. Okay, so we'll go move on to the next question. Consider the following diagram from an object studio action. Okay, they are recover and resume. There is also no retry logic is there. Let's see what is the problem with this flow. There is a risk of the flow causing an infinite loop because there is no exception logic. Retry logic has been placed. So there might be a potential for looping indefinitely, infinite loop might be happening. So this is a correct answer. So guys, let's finish up this session here itself, and we will be having another 20 sets of questions in the next video. Thank you all. Please support us by subscribe, like, comment. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye bye.